In the heart of a kingdom steeped in treachery, a love story unfurls amid the suffocating thorns of betrayal. As crimson roses bloom beautifully, they whisper secrets of passion and pain. Will this forbidden love endure when trust begins to shatter? At the edge of the kingdom, Lady Evelyn often met with the enigmatic knight, Sir Alaric, hidden from prying eyes. Their stolen moments were filled with laughter and shared dreams, but an unseen threat loomed, ready to unravel their bond. Evelyn, daughter of the Duke, was betrothed to a power-hungry lord, a man whose ambitions clashed with her heart's desires. Each day brought her closer to a future that felt more like a prison than a paradise. Sir Alaric, a knight of humble origins, found himself torn between loyalty and love. He was sworn to protect the realm, yet his heart beat only for Evelyn, leading him into a dangerous game of deceit. As whispers of their secret love began to spread, shadows gathered in the court. Dark alliances formed, and betrayal brewed like a storm, threatening to engulf everything they held dear. One fateful night, in a clandestine meeting, Evelyn revealed her fears to Alaric. "What if they find us? What if I lose you?" she gasped, vulnerability laying bare her soul amidst the flickering candlelight. Alaric, heart racing, promised her he would protect their love at all costs. But deep inside, he knew the forces at play could tear them apart, and trust would be their only weapon against betrayal. The following week, during a grand ball, Evelyn's betrothed, Lord Cedric, noticed her distant gaze. His suspicions ignited. He vowed to uncover the truth behind her heart's secret. As the music played, Alaric and Evelyn exchanged longing glances across the hall, their hearts racing. Fate toyed with them, knowing the stakes of their love were about to rise dramatically. In the shadows, Lord Cedric's ally, a cunning spy, overheard their whispered words of love. With a wicked grin, he devised a plan to ensnare them both, igniting the flames of betrayal. The next day, a challenge was issued. Sir Alaric must duel Cedric to prove his worth, unaware that the stakes included Evelyn's heart and freedom. Fear gripped him as he prepared for battle. Evelyn rushed to Alaric, desperate to prevent the duel. "You can't fight him! It's a trap!" she cried, the weight of her love heavy on her heart. But Alaric's resolve was unwavering. The day of the duel dawned, and the air crackled with tension. Alaric stood tall, his heart pounding, determining to fight not just for honor but for the love that burned brightly within him. As swords clashed, the crowd gasped, witnessing a struggle that was more than mere strength. Each strike echoed the heartbeats of two lovers intertwined in a battle of fate and sacrifice. In a moment of distraction, Alaric caught a glimpse of Evelyn in the crowd, her face pale with fear. That brief sight fueled his spirit, igniting a fire he didn't know he possessed. But betrayal struck. Cedric, fueled by envy, lunged with a cunning trick, aiming for Alaric's heart. The crowd gasped as the knight staggered, a wound blooming crimson. Evelyn screamed, her heart shattering as she rushed to Alaric's side. "No, you can't leave me," she cried, cradling his head in her arms, tears mingling with blood. In that moment, the truth emerged. Alaric, despite his wound, whispered words of love, promising that their souls would always be intertwined. Their trust became a lifeline amidst the chaos. As darkness enveloped him, Alaric's vision blurred, but Evelyn's voice remained clear as a bell. "Fight for us," she urged, clinging to hope amidst despair, fueling his will to survive. After the duel, the kingdom buzzed with rumors of betrayal and sacrifice. With Alaric wounded and trust broken, the future of their love lay precariously in the balance. Evelyn, determined to save Alaric and their love, sought the counsel of an ancient healer known for her wisdom in the ways of the heart and magic. "Only true love can mend what is broken," the healer warned. With newfound determination, Evelyn set out to gather a rare flower known as the Heart's Bloom, said to possess the power to heal shattered bonds. Time was running out, and danger lurked. As she ventured deeper into the woods, Evelyn encountered obstacles that tested her resolve: a treacherous river and dark creatures guarding the flower. Each step carried the weight of love's urgency. Finally, after overcoming her fears, Evelyn found the heart's bloom, glowing with an ethereal light. Triumph surged within her, for she believed this flower held the key to saving Alaric. Upon her return, the castle was shrouded in darkness, whispers of Alaric's demise circulating. But Evelyn, heart full of hope, rushed to his side, the flower clutched tightly in her hands. With tears streaming down her face, Evelyn placed the heart's bloom on Alaric's chest, whispering words of love. "This will mend our bond," she vowed, feeling the magic pulse between them. The moment the flower touched Alaric, a radiant light enveloped him. Evelyn held her breath, praying for the miracle of love to save them both. Trust resurrected from the ashes of betrayal. Slowly, Alaric's eyes fluttered open, confusion giving way to recognition. "Evelyn?" he murmured, the bond between them stronger than the shadows that sought to tear them apart. With their love revived, they vowed to confront Cedric and the treachery that had threatened to destroy them. Together, they would forge a future free from the chains of betrayal. The confrontation was inevitable. In the grand hall, Cedric awaited them, arrogance radiating from him as he believed victory was already his. The air crackled with tension as truths hung in the balance. Evelyn stepped forward, voice steady as she challenged Cedric. "You may have tried to tear us apart, but love cannot be broken. We will not fall." Her words echoed like a battle cry. Cedric, infuriated, revealed his true colors, casting aside the mask of civility. "You think your love can protect you? You're fools," he sneered, exposing his desperation. As the tension reached its peak, Alaric stepped forward, sword drawn, a shield of love surrounding him. "This ends now," he declared, ready to defend their love at any cost. The duel that followed was fierce, a dance of magic and steel. Every clash symbolized the struggle between love and betrayal, a testament to the bond that refused to die. As Alaric fought, he remembered the promise he made to Evelyn. Love would conquer all. With each strike, he envisioned their future, a life unshackled from betrayal's grip. Finally, with one decisive blow, Alaric disarmed Cedric, his sword at the Lord's throat. The crowd fell silent, holding their breath, witnessing the defeat of treachery. "You have lost, Cedric," Alaric proclaimed, voice steady. "Love always wins. We will not live in fear any longer." The crowd erupted in applause, their cheers a symphony of hope. With Cedric's defeat, the dark clouds that loomed over the kingdom began to dissipate. Evelyn and Alaric stood hand in hand, their love emerging victorious from the ashes of betrayal. In the days that followed, the kingdom celebrated a new dawn. Alaric and Evelyn's love story ignited a spark of hope, reminding everyone that love, when true, could withstand any storm. Yet, in the shadows, remnants of betrayal lingered. A former ally plotted revenge, vowing to tear apart the couple who had defied the odds, darkness brewing once more. Evelyn and Alaric, aware of the lingering threat, fortified their bond. Together, they embarked on a journey to unify the kingdom, vowing to protect their love above all else. On their journey, they met various allies, each with their own stories of love and loss. Together, they formed an unbreakable alliance, a force against the darkness that threatened to return. As their bond strengthened, so did their love. Alaric and Evelyn exchanged vows beneath a canopy of stars, promising to face whatever challenges lay ahead, heart and soul entwined. With their love as a guiding light, they confronted the friend-turned-foe, ready to face the remnants of betrayal. Together, they would ensure that love would always triumph, no matter the cost. In a world where love often battles betrayal, Alaric and Evelyn became legends, symbols of hope and resilience. Their story echoed through time, a reminder that love, when true, can conquer all obstacles. As they stood together, the weight of betrayal lingered in the air like a heavy fog. Alaric's heart raced, not only from anger but from the fear of losing Evelyn. He turned to her, seeking reassurance, their fingers entwining tightly as they prepared for the storm ahead. The distant sound of hooves echoed through the clearing, signaling the approach of their enemy. Evelyn's breath hitched. She knew their foe was not just a person, but a reflection of their shattered trust. With every heartbeat, the stakes grew higher. Alaric took a step forward, determination etched on his face. We must confront them, Evelyn. We cannot let betrayal blind us from what we have fought for. His voice was steady, but a flicker of doubt crept into his heart. As the figures drew closer, Alaric recognized their leader, his own childhood friend, now an adversary. Memories flooded back, laughter, camaraderie, but now tainted by betrayal. How had it come to this? Evelyn gripped Alaric's arm, her voice a whisper. Do you truly believe love can withstand this? Her eyes searched his, desperate for assurance that their bond could survive the oncoming storm. The tension was palpable. Just then, the enemy halted before them, and the leader stepped forward, a smirk playing on his lips. Did you really think love could conquer all? You are nothing but pawns in this game of power. His words struck like arrows into their hearts. Alaric's fists clenched at his sides, fury bubbling within him. He refused to be painted as a pawn. With a fierce resolve, he stepped up, demanding, You will not take our love from us. We will fight for our destiny. The leader's laughter echoed through the trees, a sinister sound that sent shivers down Evelyn's spine. Fight? You think love can shield you from the truth? You are already defeated. With a wave, he signaled his men to advance. With hearts pounding, Alaric and Evelyn exchanged a glance filled with unspoken words. They understood that this was not just a battle of swords, but a fight for the essence of their love. They would need each other more than ever. As the first clash of swords rang out, a storm of emotions surged through them. Fear, courage, love. Alaric engaged in the fray, his movements driven by the desire to protect what he held dear, while Evelyn fought alongside him, fierce and unyielding. But amidst the chaos, Evelyn caught sight of the enemy leader aiming his sword at Alaric. Her heart raced as she screamed, No! In that moment, love ignited a primal instinct to protect, and she lunged forward to intervene. Time seemed to slow as Evelyn intercepted the blow meant for Alaric. The impact sent pain coursing through her, but her resolve remained unbroken. She would not let betrayal claim another victim, not when love stood strong. Alaric's eyes widened in horror as he witnessed the sacrifice. Evelyn! He shouted, rushing to her side, his heart shattering at the sight of her wound. He felt a surge of fury towards the leader, now a mere shadow in his rage. With a fierce cry, Alaric sprang to his feet, anger fueling his every move. You will pay for this, he roared at the enemy leader, channeling all his pain into a powerful strike, aiming to protect not just Evelyn, but their love itself. Evelyn, even in pain, felt a rush of pride as Alaric fought valiantly. His love for her was a force of nature, and she knew she had to support him. With a gritted jaw, she called out, I'm still here, Alaric. Fight for us. Her words pierced through the chaos, reigniting Alaric's spirit. With renewed vigor, he charged towards the leader, his sword slicing through the air, embodying the very essence of their love, unyielding and fierce. The two men clashed in a whirlwind of steel and fury, each blow echoing the stakes of their battle. Alaric fought not only for victory but for the life of the woman he loved, every strike fueled by her spirit. In the midst of their fierce battle, Alaric recalled the moments of joy and laughter he shared with Evelyn. That memory became his anchor, a reminder that love was worth fighting for, no matter the cost. With one final cry, Alaric unleashed all his strength, striking the enemy leader with a decisive blow. The sound of clashing metal rang out, signaling the end of one chapter, but the battle for their love still raged on. As the leader fell, the battlefield fell silent for a brief moment, but Evelyn's voice, though weak, pierced through. "Alaric!" she cried, her eyes pleading for his presence, reminding him that their fight was far from over. Alaric rushed to her side, panic flooding his heart as he knelt beside her. "Stay with me, Evelyn. I won't let you go." He cradled her in his arms, feeling the warmth of her love fading slowly away. With labored breaths, Evelyn smiled weakly, her spirit unyielding. "We will endure, Alaric. Our love is stronger than this." She put a trembling hand on his cheek, her touch igniting the last flicker of hope within him. Suddenly, the roar of battle resumed around them. But Alaric's world had narrowed to just Evelyn. He vowed silently, "I will find a way to heal you, to protect our love no matter what it takes." With renewed strength, Alaric lifted Evelyn into his arms, ignoring the lingering danger around them. Their love was worth the fight, and he would not let her go without a battle. He began to make his way through the chaos, seeking safety. As they found a moment of respite behind a large oak tree, Alaric rested Evelyn against the trunk, urgency in his movements. He scanned the area, searching for anyone who could help heal her, his heart racing with fear. "Stay with me, Evelyn, just a little longer," he pleaded, desperation lacing his voice. He knew he had to find a healer, someone who could mend what had been broken. Their love depended on it. In that moment, a figure appeared from the shadows, cloaked and enigmatic. "I can help her," the stranger stated, their voice steady amidst the turmoil. Alaric's heart raced, a flicker of hope igniting within him. "You have the power to heal?" Alaric demanded, his voice hoarse with urgency. "Please, she needs your help." The weight of his plea hung in the air, mingling with the scent of blood and desperation. The stranger nodded, stepping closer, their hands glowing faintly with an ethereal light. "Love is a powerful force, and it can heal what seems unhealable," they declared, as Alaric's heart soared with hope once more. With careful movements, the stranger knelt beside Evelyn, beginning the healing incantation. Alaric watched, his heart pounding, praying that love's strength would be enough to prevail over the darkness of betrayal. As the incantation unfolded, a soft glow enveloped Evelyn, casting away the shadows of pain. Alaric felt the warmth radiating from her, a sign that their love was indeed powerful enough to battle through despair. After what felt like an eternity, the light began to dim, and the stranger withdrew their hands. Evelyn's eyes fluttered open, and Alaric felt a surge of relief wash over him as she smiled faintly, her spirit rekindled. "You're back, you're safe," Alaric whispered, tears of joy brimming in his eyes. Evelyn reached up, her hand touching his cheek. "I told you our love would endure, didn't I?" Her voice was soft, but strong. Just then, the mysterious figure stood, their presence commanding attention. But the battle is not over. There are more challenges ahead, and betrayal lingers in the shadows. You must remain vigilant if you wish to protect your love. "What do you mean?" Alaric asked, concern etched on his face. The stranger's eyes narrowed. "There are forces at play that seek to tear you apart. You must guard your hearts and your bond. Trust is a fragile thing." Evelyn, still recovering, grasped Alaric's hand tightly. "We will face them together. Nothing can break us if we stand united," she declared, her spirit fierce and unwavering, embodying the essence of their love. The stranger nodded, seemingly reassured. "Then prepare yourselves. The shadows will come again, and you must be ready to fight for what you cherish most. Grow stronger in your love, for it is your greatest weapon." "We will train, we will fight," Alaric vowed, his voice filled with resolve. Together, they began to gather the remnants of their strength, ready to forge ahead against whatever came next in their tumultuous journey. As days turned into weeks, Alaric and Evelyn trained relentlessly, honing their skills and deepening their bond. They discovered that love was not just a feeling, but a source of unparalleled strength. With each passing day, they grew stronger, both in combat and in their love. Alaric marveled at Evelyn's spirit, while she found solace in his unwavering resolve. Together, they became an unstoppable force. But as they prepared for their next encounter, whispers of betrayal reached their ears once more. A familiar face was lurking in the shadows, seeking revenge for the fallen leader. "We must stay vigilant, Evelyn. Our enemies are not done with us yet," Alaric warned, his voice a low murmur filled with seriousness. The love they had fought for was now on the precipice of danger once more. Evelyn nodded, her eyes sharp with determination. "We'll be ready. Together we can face anything, even the shadows that threaten our love." Their hearts raced, fueled by the knowledge that love could face the deepest betrayals. As twilight descended, they prepared for whatever might come next, hearts intertwined. Their journey was fraught with danger, but love had already forged a bond that no shadow could sever. And so, as the stars began to twinkle above, Alaric and Evelyn stood ready, not just as fighters, but as champions of love. They knew challenges lay ahead, but nothing could extinguish the fire that burned in their hearts. As twilight enveloped the forest, whispers of doubt lingered in the air. Evelyn felt a chill at the base of her spine, sensing that secrets lay hidden within the shadows. Alaric, ever vigilant, turned to her with concern, but the unspoken fears hung heavy between them. How could love thrive when betrayal lurked so close? The next day, word of a traitor within their camp spread like wildfire. Each glance and whisper of suspicion could ignite a flame. Trust was a fragile flower, wilting under scrutiny. Evelyn clenched her fists, determined to confront the source of their turmoil. Would they uncover the truth before it tore them apart? Under the cover of night, Evelyn devised a plan to gather information. She slipped away from her tent, heart racing as shadows danced around her. The flicker of torches illuminated the faces of the soldiers, each one a potential ally or enemy. Who could she trust in this web of deceit? Evelyn reached the edge of the camp where she overheard familiar voices. Alaric and the commander were deep in conversation, their words sharp as daggers. She pressed herself against a tree, straining to hear. What secrets were they hiding that could threaten their love and their lives? The revelation struck like lightning. Alaric suspected a close friend of betraying them. Evelyn's heart sank as she considered the implications. Could a bond forged in battle crumble under the weight of treachery? Torn between love and loyalty, she knew she had to act quickly to protect their future. Determined, Evelyn approached Alaric, her resolve firm despite the storm brewing in her heart. She needed to know the truth before it could destroy them. "We must confront this together," she urged, her voice steady as she looked into his eyes. Could they withstand the truth, whatever it may be? As they gathered their closest allies for a private meeting, tension crackled in the air. Each face told a story, some filled with loyalty, others with uncertainty. The weight of their unspoken fears hung heavily as they prepared to confront the looming threat. Would trust prevail in the face of adversity? The meeting began, and Alaric laid out his suspicions. The air was thick with dread as he named the accused, each name echoing through the silence. Faces turned pale, and Evelyn held her breath, praying for strength. Would the truth lay bare their worst fears, fracturing their unity? Suddenly, an ally stood up, fury igniting their features. "This is madness. You would accuse a friend based on fear?" Their voice rang out like a bell, cutting through the tension. Evelyn felt a rush of relief, but could their bond withstand this turmoil, or was it already too late? The confrontation spiraled, accusations flying like arrows. Evelyn felt the weight of each word, questioning her own decisions. Could love truly endure amid such chaos? With each shout, their unity seemed to unravel, and she feared that the heart of their cause was teetering on the edge of destruction. In that moment of turmoil, Evelyn's voice broke through the chaos. "Stop. We are stronger together." Her plea resonated and silence fell. She pleaded with each member to remember their bond and the battles fought side by side. Can love truly mend the rifts formed by distrust? Slowly, the room quieted and eyes turned towards her. Evelyn's heart raced as she felt their gazes upon her. She spoke of loyalty, love, and the importance of trusting one another. Would her words be enough to heal the wounds inflicted by doubt? The atmosphere shifted, and one by one, allies began to voice their own fears and doubts. Each confession drew them closer, slowly knitting their bond back together. Evelyn watched as the walls of suspicion began to crumble. Could vulnerability be the key to their salvation? As the meeting came to a close, Alaric turned to Evelyn, gratitude shining in his eyes. They had faced a storm together and emerged stronger. But the journey was far from over. They still had to uncover the truth behind the betrayal. The hunt for the traitor was just beginning. Evelyn realized they needed a plan. The traitor could strike at any moment, and their love was now entangled in a battle of wits and strategy. She suggested they work in pairs, allowing trust to be forged anew in the heart of uncertainty. Would this bring them closer or divide them further? As they paired up, Evelyn found herself with Alaric. Their connection felt electric, yet shadows of doubt lingered. "We must be vigilant," he warned, eyes darkening with intensity. Could their bond withstand the strain of mistrust as they hunted for the truth together? Their first stop was the barracks, where rumors swirled like autumn leaves in the wind. Each soldier they questioned met them with evasive answers and shifting eyes. Evelyn felt her heart race. Was their ally truly among them? Or were they marching deeper into a trap? Suddenly, a soldier stepped forward, eyes glinting with hidden knowledge. "I know something you don't," he whispered, drawing them closer. Hope flickered in Evelyn's heart, but caution kept her grounded. Was this a path to uncovering the truth, or another step towards betrayal? The soldier led them to a secluded part of the camp, where shadows danced in the flickering light. "There are whispers of a meeting tonight, a gathering of those who conspire against you," he revealed. Evelyn's breath caught. This was their chance. But could they trust this informant? With newfound urgency, they prepared for the night's confrontation. Alaric and Evelyn donned cloaks to blend into the darkness, hearts pounding in unison. This was it, the moment that could change everything. Would they expose the traitor and save their love? Or would it be the end of everything? As night fell, they slipped into the shadows of the camp, navigating through the maze of tents. Every rustle sent adrenaline coursing through their veins. They could hear muffled voices ahead. Was the traitor among them? The thrill of danger mingled with their love, creating a potent tension. They reached the source of the voices and peered through a gap in the tents. A small group of soldiers gathered, their expressions shadowed. Evelyn's heart raced as she recognized one of them, a trusted friend. Was this the betrayal they feared? Or was there more to the story? As they listened, Evelyn caught snippets of conversation, talk of plans, of a secret alliance that threatened their very existence. Each revelation twisted the knife of betrayal deeper. Could their love survive this revelation, or would it lay in ruins alongside their trust? Suddenly, one soldier turned, suspicion flickering in his eyes. "Who goes there?" he demanded, breaking the tension in an instant. Alaric and Evelyn exchanged glances, adrenaline surging as they prepared to confront the truth head-on. It was now or never. Would they reveal themselves? With courage forged in love, they stepped out from the shadows. "We know what you're planning," Alaric's voice rang out, filled with determination and fury. The soldiers froze, surprise etched across their faces. Could this confrontation lead to clarity or chaos? The soldiers exchanged worried glances, their demeanor shifting from shock to defiance. "What do you know?" one questioned, bravado masking uncertainty. Evelyn felt her heart race, knowing this was the moment that could either solidify their bond or tear it apart. Would they find the truth? Evelyn stepped forward, her voice steady despite the chaos. We know of your plans to betray us." Her words hung in the air like an accusation, and the soldiers bristled, but doubt flickered in their eyes. Could they convince them to abandon their treachery? One soldier, visibly shaken, glanced at the others. "We were led to believe you were the true traitors." His voice cracked, revealing the vulnerability hidden beneath bravado. Evelyn's heart ached. Could they turn this moment into a chance for reconciliation? Evelyn seized the opportunity, her heart racing. "We fight for each other. Is that not worth fighting for?" She appealed to their shared bond, the battles they had fought together. Could their love and unity spark a change in hearts hardened by fear? Slowly, doubt began to replace hostility. The soldiers hesitated, their eyes reflecting the conflict within. Alaric stepped forward, echoing Evelyn's words, urging them to remember the strength in unity. Would they choose to stand together or fall apart? Finally, the soldier who had questioned them dropped his weapon, his voice low but firm. "I believe in our cause. Let's end this infighting." The atmosphere shifted as others followed suit, a wave of relief washing over Evelyn and Alaric. Could this be the turning point they needed? Evelyn's heart soared as she saw the camaraderie returning. They were mending the rifts, slowly rebuilding trust. But in the back of her mind, doubt stirred. How would they face the real traitor lurking in the shadows? Could they truly be united when danger still loomed? With a new purpose, they resolved to uncover the true traitor. Alaric and Evelyn gathered their allies, strategizing their next steps. They knew the path would be fraught with danger, but they had each other, and together they could face whatever lay ahead. As they prepared for their quest, a flicker of uncertainty crossed Evelyn's mind. Would loyalty hold true when faced with betrayal? She glanced at Alaric, drawing strength from his unwavering belief in their love. Together, they could conquer any storm, but could they trust their instincts? The next day, they set out to gather information about the suspected traitor. They split into pairs, each with a mission to uncover signs of betrayal. Evelyn felt her heart race as she ventured into the heart of the camp, aware of the danger that lurked within. Evelyn and another ally approached the stables, where whispers of discontent echoed. The air was thick with tension as they listened closely, hoping to catch a hint of treachery. Each moment felt like a ticking clock, the weight of anticipation heavy on their shoulders. Suddenly, a voice cut through the air, speaking of plans that sent chills down Evelyn's spine. "Tonight we strike." The words echoed in her mind, a stark reminder that time was running out. They had to act swiftly to thwart this betrayal before it unfolded. With their hearts racing, they hurried back to inform Alaric of the impending strike. Each step felt heavy with the weight of what they had learned. Would he believe them, and could they devise a plan in time? The odds seemed insurmountable, but hope flickered in their hearts. Upon reaching Alaric, they rushed to share their findings. His expression darkened as he processed the information, a storm brewing in his eyes. "We must prepare for battle," he declared, the gravity of the situation settling heavily. Could they withstand the chaos that would ensue? As night descended, the camp transformed into a hive of activity. Soldiers sharpened their weapons, the air buzzing with tension. Evelyn felt the weight of reality. This was more than a battle for survival. It was a fight for trust and love. Would their hearts withstand the coming storm? In the flickering firelight, Alaric and Evelyn stood together, hands clasped. She could feel the warmth of his touch, anchoring her amidst the chaos. They exchanged silent vows of courage, knowing their love would guide them through the darkest of nights. Could they emerge victorious together? As the hour approached, Evelyn's mind raced with thoughts of the betrayal they would soon face. Every heartbeat resonated with fear and hope intertwined. They had come so far together, but would love be enough to overcome the darkness that threatened to engulf them? Suddenly, a horn sounded in the distance, signaling the onset of battle. Alaric's grip tightened around her hand, and they exchanged one final, determined glance. This was it. They would fight not just for survival, but for the love that had become their guiding light. As they charged into the fray, The world around them blurred into chaos. Each clash of steel resonated with the stakes of their love. They fought side by side, every blow an affirmation of their bond, a testament to their unwavering commitment. Would they emerge from this battle unscathed? Suddenly, amidst the turmoil, Evelyn spotted the soldier who had betrayed them lurking in the shadows. Anger surged through her as she confronted him, demanding answers. Their eyes locked, and in that moment, she realized that the true battle lay not only in the fight, but in the heart itself. Why? She shouted, her voice cutting through the chaos. The soldier hesitated, guilt washing over his features. I was misled. I thought it was for the greater good, he stammered. Evelyn's heart ached at his truth, caught between her anger and empathy. Was there room for forgiveness? Before she could respond, Alaric joined her side, his presence grounding her. You've betrayed not just us, but every soldier who fought for this cause. His voice rumbled with fury, demanding accountability. Could they find a way to expose the truth without losing their humanity? The soldier stumbled back, the weight of their words crashing down on him. I never meant for it to come to this, he cried, desperation evident in his eyes. Evelyn felt torn. Was it possible to salvage their humanity in a time of betrayal? The sound of the battle raged on around them, but in that moment, time stood still. Evelyn looked at the soldier, her heart heavy with compassion. Do you still believe in the cause we fight for? She asked softly. Could his answer redefine their destinies? The soldier's gaze faltered and he nodded slowly. I do. I just lost my way. Evelyn sensed a flicker of hope. Perhaps redemption was possible, not just for him, but for all of them. Could they find a way to mend the fractures in their hearts and their cause? Alaric glanced at Evelyn, uncertainty clouding his eyes. Can we trust him? He questioned, torn between loyalty and doubt. Evelyn felt the weight of their love and all they fought for resting on this moment. Would love guide them toward a path of forgiveness? We must decide together, Evelyn replied, her voice steady despite the turmoil. The soldier looked between them, fear and hope mingling in his expression. Could they choose compassion over conflict and find a way to unite against a common enemy? As the battle raged on, they made their decision. Alaric stepped forward, addressing the soldiers. If we are to overcome this, we must stand united. His voice carried strength, igniting a fire in the hearts of those who had once doubted. Would this new alliance turn the tide? The soldiers responded with a chorus of agreement. Their unity rekindled. Evelyn felt a surge of strength within her. Love had prevailed over hatred. But as they prepared to regroup, a shadow passed over them. Was danger still lurking, waiting for its moment to strike? Suddenly, the betraying soldier spoke up. I can help, he declared, stepping forward with newfound resolve. Evelyn watched as the soldiers turned to him, their expressions a mixture of hope and skepticism. Could he really be trusted to guide them in the right direction? Alaric nodded, allowing the soldier to lead them. As they moved deeper into the encampment, Evelyn felt a rush of adrenaline. This was their chance to turn the tide. Each step echoed their collective determination, but would they be able to confront the true enemy? The soldier led them to a hidden alcove where whispers of betrayal had brewed. The air was thick with tension as they prepared to confront those who conspired against them. Evelyn's heart raced. This was their moment to reclaim their fate. Would love guide them through the shadows? As they approached, Evelyn caught sight of familiar faces among the conspirators. Friends turned foes, their loyalties twisted by fear and desire. A pang of heartbreak surged through her. Could she confront those she once trusted? This clash would test the very essence of her heart. The soldier stepped forward, fear evident in his eyes as he revealed their identities. You've betrayed us, he shouted, his voice echoing through the alcove. Evelyn felt her heart pound. Would this revelation ignite a deeper conflict, or could they rise above the ashes of betrayal? Gasps erupted from the gathering, each face reflecting shock and denial. One conspirator stepped forward, anger simmering in his expression. "You know nothing of our struggle," he spat. And Evelyn felt her resolve harden. Could she find compassion even in the face of rage? Evelyn interjected, her voice rising above the chaos. "We all fight for the same cause." She implored them to remember their shared dreams, the hopes that had once united them. Would her words resonate, or would they only deepen the divide? The atmosphere grew thick with tension, but doubt flickered in the eyes of some conspirators. They hesitated, the weight of their choices pressing heavily upon them. Evelyn saw a glimmer of hope. Could they still salvage their unity before it was too late? Suddenly, one of the conspirators stepped back, tears glistening in his eyes. "I didn't mean to betray you," he cried, his voice trembling. Evelyn felt a surge of compassion. Perhaps this moment of vulnerability could bridge the gap between them. Would love be enough to heal their wounds? The soldier seized the moment, stepping forward to share his own journey. "I was once lost too, but we can find our way back." His voice rang with sincerity, igniting a spark of understanding among the conspirators. Could redemption and unity blossom from the ashes of betrayal? As the confrontation reached a crescendo, hope began to weave its way through the heavy air. Alaric stood beside Evelyn, their hands clasped tightly, ready to face whatever came next. Love had endured, but would it be enough to heal the wounds of betrayal?